Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Prop Wiz. I'm your host, The Wiz. Hey, I just wanted to take a moment to talk about the Atlanta ComiCon that just passed this February. Atlanta ComiCon 2024. Yo, super dope event. It was actually a 3-day event. It was from February 9th to February 12th, I believe. I only did 2 of the days because I know 3 days would have left me broke. But I went out there with a plan, man. February 9th was actually the day my album released, so I was out there passing out cards. I had these little cards out there, man. My son, man, one of my homies that flew in town, a couple of my homies that flew in town, man. So we just went out there and just passed out cards trying to promote the album the first day. But I did end up getting stuck in line that day as well, longer than I had expected, which was cool because we had Saturday. But then I ended up going Saturday, and I'll say about 90, maybe even 95% of the time I spent in line waiting for autographs. So I didn't get a lot of video footage. My plan was to go out there, get a lot of film footage, interview a bunch of people. Absolutely didn't happen because I was in line. I got a little bit of footage and got a handful of interviews. So I got a couple of stuff that I'll show you guys in a minute. But for the most part, I was in line, which was absolutely cool because I got some real cool autographs. Now, along the lines with the autographs, what I decided to do is do individual videos because I basically got toys and action figures signed. So what I'm going to do individual episodes doing a review on these figures because all these figures, these are figures that I opened up years ago, but I never opened it up on the show. So I never had a box opening, never had a review of these. So I'll do a review, kind of talk about the actor and the autograph that I got on the figure. Well, figures and one prop. I got a Freddie glove signed by Robert Englund. But before that, I do want to talk about the event. The event is great. I think this is my 4th or 5th time going. I'm probably off a little bit because the pandemic threw the schedule off. I know there was one scheduled. In fact, the real big deal, I had ordered a Hellboy 2 figure to have Ron Perlman sign it at one of the Comic-Cons that got canceled, one of the first ones that got canceled after the pandemic, which is why this one was such a big deal because Ron Perlman was there. So this figure that I bought, 2 or 3 years ago, he's here, was able to get it signed. But again, I'm going to do a review on every single one of them. But just to let you know who I got signature from, I got Anthony Daniels, C-3PO, Ron Perlman, Hellboy, Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger, and Charlie Cox that plays Daredevil. And in fact, I did get an autograph from Alec Baldwin, which is a whole story. In fact, that's the one story I probably can share. Alec Baldwin was there. This is the first time I've seen him at a con. I don't know if he does a lot of Comic Cons. This is the first one I've seen him at. But anyways, there was nobody in his line. I'm assuming it's because of the controversy that's going on with him, but it could be other things too. Well, I end up catching eye with him. I end up catching eye of I think his manager, maybe his agent. Man, I felt bad. I ended up talking to him. Really didn't have the budget to get his autograph. They actually wanted $100 for the autograph. No, it was $120 for the autograph and $200 for an autograph plus a selfie. I sat there and talked to the lady for a second, pretended like I was going to get it, but I really didn't have that kind of money to be getting his autograph. It was just one part of the plan. Then out of nowhere, his agent comes off from behind the table, walked up to me, and he offered me a deal. He said for $120, we'll give you both the autograph and the selfie. I was like, dude, I ain't got $120 for Alec Baldwin today. He lowered it down to $100. I ended up paying $100 and getting both the autograph and the selfie. Look, the dude played in one of my favorite movies. It was a total flop. It was the movie called The Shadow. Some of you comic book heads probably know what that movie is. A lot of you probably don't. It did flop. Nobody went to go see it, but it's one of my personal favorite movies that I did like when I was coming up. Now, as far as meeting Alec Baldwin, man, he was real cool in person, very personable, gave me a little rock. I asked him a question about The Shadow. I asked him how he felt about The Shadow, being that it was a flop. Probably an insensitive question, but he did answer the question cool. He answered, I believe he said that, he said the people, what he remembers about the Shadow. He said he doesn't remember a lot about The Shadow, but what he does remember is all the people. He named all the actors that worked on the movie that were top notch, man. Even Tim Curry, who he actually pointed out that is not in very good health right now. So very personable answer that I thought was cool. So at the end of the day, man, it dipped into my budget, man, dipped in my savings a little bit, but I thought it was worth it. The only negative side is my mission has been to get toys signed. I didn't get any toys signed. I didn't have any Alec Baldwin stuff. So it was just end up being a poster of The Shadow, a little 8x10 printout that he signed for me. Anyways, everybody else was dope. I'll tell you the stories. I'm gonna do reviews because all the figures that I got signed, I never did box opening and reviews of. And of course, they're already open, so there won't be a box opening. But I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to review the toys, bring the toys out, talk about the signature, my experience with getting the signature from the actors, and show off the figure. Anyways, the rest of the Comic-Con was pretty much standard. There was a lot of dope cats. There was a lot of people there. A lot of dope cats. You had T.C. Carson that does the voice of Kratos, played in Living Single. You had Katie Sackhoff that played in The Mandalorian recently, of course, from Battlestar Galactica as well. A lot of Walking Dead actors. I think you had the majority of the Sons of Anarchy cast was there. In fact, they were probably the biggest lines. I think Anthony Daniels and their line and Robert Englund. Man, Robert Englund was amazing. I'm jumping ahead. Again, I'm going to save that for individual review, man. But, dude, everybody there was dope. The only person that was there that I didn't get a chance to meet that I really wanted to meet was Daryl from DMC from Run DMC. He was out there promoting his comic book. Dude, a lot of people, man. You talking about diverse. He had a diverse crowd in front of him from all walks of life, all ages, all skin colors. So super dope. But unfortunately, because his lines were so chaotic over there, I didn't get a chance to meet him. The vendors, of course, was dope. Like I said, everything else was pretty much standard, man. Atlanta Comic-Con 2024, man. Atlanta Comic-Con, period. They've been on the up. If you're from Atlanta or Georgia, you'll probably know that the Dragon Con is probably the biggest one here, but I think the Atlanta Comic-Con is right there, and to me, it's at the right size. Like, Dragon Con is almost overwhelming. It's so big. It's several hotels and all this. It's just a lot bigger, which is good in some ways, but for me, it's just more chaotic, trying to figure out where the actors are, who's where. The Atlanta Comic-Con, you're in this big room in this convention center. Everything's in the same area, though it is big, but you're not taking any wrong turns to get anywhere. So, but anyways, and I talked your ear enough, man. Here's a couple of montage and a couple of the interviews, and we'll come back for the outro. All right, starting now. Yo, we all quiet like we're in some kind of library or something. We're in a museum. Yo, we up in here in the Comic-Con. We got my sister Essie, got my boy Pate, man, all the way from Colorado. We got Braden Walker, aka Lil Wiz, up in the house. Picked him up early from school. Yo, that's how we do it, man. That's that cool pop stuff right there. Comic-Con's in town. Forget school, man. We about to have fun, yo. You black bastards. I say that low because there's a lot of white people around. First of all, tell me who you are, who you dressed up as.
Okay, well, this is the Batman Beyond suit from Arkham Knight, the video game. Probably the best suit, in my opinion, hands down, and an amazing TV show behind it as well.
Okay, and now, next question, and I want you to be honest, man. Do not BS me. That's your real accent? Just to let you know if you can't hear it. It sounds like you got an English accent. This dude ain't from the UK?
Yeah, so I 3D printed all of it. It took me about 4 months, give or take, and I just printed for like 3 months straight, nonstop. Then I debuted at Dragon Con a couple years ago, and I won in the Masquerade Ball. It was a total blast, met some really amazing people, and it's a really great community. So if you ever want to get into 3D printing, literally, there's a huge supportive community of people that just want everyone to get better, make the best things they can, and just let your imagination just run wild. You can be whoever you want to be, do whatever you want to do, and the printer is literally just a tool to exercise your imagination. So I highly recommend it.
Dude, that is the perfect interview. My show is actually called The Prop Wiz. This is actually what we do, man. We 3D print, build props, paint things, modify things, man. So that speech right there was absolutely perfect for this show. All right, cool. What's your name, man? Where can we find you at?
Well, I'm David, and I don't have any socials, but like it's great to be part of this process.
Like a real Batman, you're keeping it low key, man. Well, thank you. All right, good job, man. Looks beautiful, bro. Tell me about yourself, man. Who you are, not just your real name, who you are dressed up as.
All right, my name is Ramon Thomas. I'm a stunt performer in the filming industry, and I'm dressed up as Deadpool.
Dude, what movies have we seen you in? What stunt performing have you done?
I've worked on Black Panther 1 and 2. I've worked on all the Avengers film, The Color Purple that just came out. P-Valley, Greenleaf, Saints and Sinners, the list goes on.
Dude, that is most awesome, man. Look, we didn't even plan that, dude. My boy's a superstar, stunt performer. All right, tell me about the costume, man. Is it something you made, you bought? Tell me about your suit.
So I had a commission off of Etsy. I had a friend of mine who's also working in the wardrobe department for the Deadpool movie. So I had them come out and go ahead and make it for me.
Dude, that is absolutely awesome, man. What else do you got? Is this the only costume? How many of these Comic Cons have you come to? What other things do you got in the chamber, or is this it? Is this your thing?
No. So I have a lot. This is my main. So everyone knows me as Deadpool. But I have Saitama that I'm actually debuting tomorrow. I have Black Beetle, the villain 2 Blue Beetle, so he's coming out. What else? I have Dobby from My Hero Academia, Law from One Piece. I have a lot. Oh, Spider-Man 2099. So
I can see Spider-Man.
the white armor.
That is absolutely awesome. So I'm assuming you're a person of color. Yes. You know how I guess that? All your characters you name, man. Am I wrong?
You're right.
Hey, besides that, what else we got, man? Let me know your socials. Where can we find you? Where can we find more of you?
Okay, yes, I'm on Instagram and TikTok as Ramon for Stunts. So it's RAMON, the number 4 Stunts. I also stream on TikTok and I stream on Twitch. It's Ramon for Stunts _. So you'll be able to find me on there as well.
Tell me who you are, who you dressed up as. Tell me about yourself.
I'm dressed as Hellboy. I had to think about it.
From which Hellboy movie?
The first one, Hellboy one. I customized all of this. I built all this. This opens up also.
Wow. Is this foam or 3D printed?
It's foam. Foam, yeah. It has a little polystyrene plastic in it, but majority of it's foam. This is all foam.
Wow, this is amazing. So you sculpted this yourself?
Yeah, everything. It took like a week for each prop, maybe.
So do you like Hellboy? Are you a fan of Hellboy? Is this something?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite cosplays.
Which one is your favorite movie out of the two? There's a right or wrong answer. I'm going to let you know.
The first one.
Dude, the second one is the best.
The first one.
I ain't going to knock them. They were both dope. I asked Ron Perlman today. Did you get a chance to meet Ron Perlman?
No, not yet, but I plan on getting these autographed.
Dude, get that, yo. I talked to him. I asked him. I'll let you ask him if you want to ask him. I did ask him what his favorite movie. I'll let you guys know later. But absolutely awesome. Dude, you told me everything, man. Let me know where we can find you. What's your socials?
I'm on Instagram at glory.inks.
That's dope, man. Thanks a lot. Hey, we'll give you the elbow dap. Thanks a lot, brother. Okay, obviously your name isn't Chewbacca, right? What's your name? Of course. In interview. Okay, let me know who you are, who you dressed up as today.
I'm Wolverine from Savage Lands.
Oh, from Savage, so not from X-Men 97.
Well, Savage Lands, so it's still a Frank Cho design.
So what he just did was let us know that he does have some Wolverine X-Men knowledge. So we already got that clear. Tell me about the costume. Is this something you made, something you bought, a mix of both?
Yeah, I made this. It was a 3-day build. I did this for Dragon Con back in 2022.
Wow. So what do we got? Foam or 3D print? What do we?
So all of this is patterned by me. The only thing I really bought were the claws, the belt, and the gloves. Everything else was scratch built. So, you know, the boot slips, the gauntlets, fabric, all that stuff was stuff that I patterned, put together. And then this was sculpted by a buddy of mine.
Dude, that is awesome. Somebody here, I feel like everybody in Atlanta knows somebody that works on movies.
Surprisingly, he's not an Atlanta guy. He's a Cali guy, but he's from Boston. But yeah, he did all the sculpting on Reeves Effects, so he's the one that sculpted this.
I know Reeves Effects. He's been doing Batman, some very, very cool Batman, 89 Batman suits.
I have the 89 suit. I helped him with it. Well, I didn't help him, but I was one of the first guys to wear the 89 that he did.
So that is a big deal. Last question. What's your favorite X-Men movie? Any movie, live action, any of the X-Men, anything X-Men related?
I think X2 is hard to beat.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. There was a right and wrong answer, and X-Men 2 is the right answer. X-Men 2 is the best movie, is the best one.
X2 is pretty dope. X2 is pretty dope. Like, I like X-Men 1, but I think X2 leaning into, you know, the Alkali Lake situation and stuff like that, Weapon X program stuff, it was good.
In the mansion scene with Wolverine, man. I think that's the one that did it for me. It was like, okay, this is it.
Yeah. Logan, I would say, is my close follow-up.
Agree. Logan is dope. Yeah. All right, you got any socials? Do you do this public? You got social stuff that you want to put out there?
I have socials, but all of it's private. I don't want to offend anybody, you know.
Understood.
I've had issues in the past with people harassment, so I just keep my life a little more private. So.
One of the smart ones. Hey, thanks a lot, man. The costume looks awesome.
No, more importantly, you look dope as shit, man.
Thank you, bro. anyways, that's it. My presentation, my talk about the Atlanta ComiCon 2024. Definitely can't wait for next year. Hopefully I have enough time to stay on task and not be in lines for hours upon hours, but I doubt it. We'll see. But anyways, top notch, man. That's my review on the Comic-Con. I guess we can call it a review. But anyways, let me know what you guys think, not just about this video, but if you were at this Atlanta Comic-Con, man, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Or if you got some other dope Comic-Con, some dope Comic-Con stories, man, yo, let me know what's up. And hey, if you're one of those people that's hesitant about Comic-Cons, man, let me know what's up, man. I got one of my homies that went to the last two with me who loves comic books but never went to a Comic-Con. Just didn't think it would be cool, it would be distracting. Yo, he went to the one with me last year when I proposed to Carolina, and he's made plans to go to every single one of them, man. Him and his wife, he came through this year. So I love those stories too, man. If you're one of those people who don't like Comic-Cons but haven't experienced, man, let me know what's up, man. See if I can talk you into going to the next one. But anyways, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Also, hit the notify button so that way you get notified every time I drop a new video. Look, as always, I want to take the time to thank you guys for the support. Love you guys to death. Check me out next time, all right? Peace.